in South Georgia. Felicia.
Thanks, Chris. Well, the kids are heading back to school, so it's time to go from the backyard to the backpack, presented by Dick's Sporting Goods. Let's talk about what you can expect if you're heading to school in Birmingham, Alabama. You can see the back-to-school forecast here. Does include a very isolated chance for rain, but mostly temperatures that will be comfortable and a mix of sun and clouds. Never bad to start the day out with a light jacket and then end up in the short sleeves.
We've had 4 named storms so far this year, with Dexter still churning out over the middle of the Atlantic. But last year through August 5th, we had 4 named storms: Beryl, Chris, Alberto, and Debbie.
Of course, you know, the impacts that were felt from Beryl and Debbie, both of those making landfall, even some of the impacts that we felt from Alberto really made it feel like we started off the season last year with much more of a bang than what we've had so far. And that is the case in some ways.
Yeah, but they were much longer lived storms.
Yeah.
And they also got much stronger because they were spent more time over the water, right? Beryl, of course, the earliest Category 5 hurricane on record. This year, we've had like 24-hour long storms. They formed right before they made landfall, they moved into the U.S. or Central America. You can see here, because of these short, long events, we've only had, this is accumulated cyclone energy, by the way, so it can be a little, you know, over the top. Right. But it's essentially the added energy of all of the storms in the basin, and we're only at 2.5, with average being about 10.3 in early August.
So that makes a big difference when you're talking about storms reaching into the major storm category and being much more long-lived. You can see that ACE that Chris was just talking about. Year to date, on average, we should be at 10.3. We're well below that right now. But predominantly because of Beryl being so strong and so long-lived last year, we're already at 40.7.
Yeah, and Beryl is responsible for almost 30 of that. 40 ACE, right? So we still have plenty of time left for the hurricane season to make up for energy, accumulated cyclone energy, but you need to get those stronger storms, and they need to be the ones that form way out in the Atlantic in the main development region.
That's right. Of course, all that matters really is, does it hit land and how does it impact life and property? So we can cross our fingers. Maybe this season can remain underwhelming. I think a lot of people would enjoy that.
I'm all aboard for that.
Yeah.
All right, now we want to get a look at your regional forecast. No tropical dust too, and that wind, I'll tell you, it's not really refreshing. It's kind of like a hairdryer, and you feel that heat almost worse.
Yeah, I mean, when you're looking at this, you can see Vegas down to Phoenix. We're well into the triple digits. It is hot.
It is, and look at Salt Lake City. I mean, we're still up near the century mark, even in the Wasatch Front and the Great Basin of Nevada. San Francisco finally getting into the 70s. Some of these are going to be record-breaking, Felicia, as we go through not only today, tomorrow, but really the rest of the week.
Yeah, I mean, Phoenix, the forecast for tomorrow, 116. That would break the old record. So Phoenix is supposed to be hot this time of year, but this is record hot.
Now it's hot here in Texas, but we're going to be dry. A few showers near the coast. Will be around 97 in Shreveport. Still kind of cool though and unsettled in the southeast.
Meanwhile, staying in the wedge here in places like Atlanta.